particularly when it comes to HIV and AIDS and even sickle cell. You know, so much more is to be done, particularly when both of those illnesses seem to, really affect minority populations more than the average population. So, no, we still have a lot of work to be done. In terms of HIV and AIDS, you know, we've got tons of work to do in terms of prevention because, as you know, it is preventable. You know, with abstinence or a condom or just sex with the person who does not have the virus, you know, can all keep you from contracting it. So we've got tons of research that still needs to be done, and it needs to be focused in the community in order to eradicate it.
That's right. Knowledge is power. You went to Haiti, Dr. Ross. You were one of the brave souls, one of the brave doctors that went there. What did you see? Were you devastated? How did you help?
Well, you know, I'm still trying to work through my trip to Haiti because it was absolutely more than your senses could ever imagine. You know, seeing all the destruction, all the families torn apart, and all of the physical ailments that people were going through. I mean, your heart just really was bleeding for them, and it was a difficult situation. I went about 3 days after the earthquake hit, so a lot of the wounds were still fresh. Bodies were still laying in the streets. So it was really a difficult thing, and what was even harder to watch was it seemed like a lot of the rescue efforts were afraid to actually really get in there and help the people like they needed to be helped. You know, they weren't getting the food out there like it needed to be, so it was an eye-opener on so many different levels. And when you're dealing with minority populations, sometimes people are fearful. And I think that's what happened, and as a result of that, help was delayed on getting to Haiti. We
take things for granted here in this country, Dr. Ross. Give me one ailment that could easily be taken care of in the United States that could cause death in Haiti at this time.
Sure, absolutely. Even if you slammed your finger in the door and it had a little gash on it, you could go to the emergency room right now. We could take care of that, put you on some antibiotics, even, you know, sew you up if we needed to. Now, in Haiti, one of the major problems is there's not a whole lot of antibiotics. There's not any running water, so sanitation is an issue. So that small wound can easily turn into an infection. And when there's an infection, if the infection isn't treated, that can actually kill you. Imagine a paper cut being able to kill you because you don't have the proper medicine to treat it. You know, I thank God, Dr. Ross, for doctors such as Dr. Ben Carson, Dr. Charles Drew, you know, some of the foremost physicians that we've ever had, and we're blessed to have them. You know, why are you so passionate about medicine, Dr. Ross? You know, I think it comes from a place where everybody in some way, shape, or form is going to have some type of medical ailment at some point in their life, even if it's just giving birth to a child. So medicine is very important, and it's important that, one, African Americans continue to go to medical school, and we continue to have more to come to the community, because it's not a popular place for people to be. But if you're from the community, then it is popular for you. Like, I feel good treating African Americans every day. I feel good going to work in Gary. So when it comes down to that, it's very important because everybody at some point in their life is going to have something medically that they're going to have to deal with. And it affects not just them, but their family.
You know, Dr. Ross, you just read my mind, because I read this book called The Pact by Doctors Ramek Hunt, Samson Davis, and George Jenkins. And these three young men they formed this pact that in middle school and high school that they would get through medical school regardless of the situation. So we all just have to start studying together. Dreams can manifest if we set our mind on them and get a little help from those around us.
That is correct. That's correct. The help from those around us is very important. Mentoring kids, helping, you know, when there's a fundraiser, you know, helping with the funds, anything that you can to help get that kid to where they need to go is what we have to do.
Dr. Ross, is the rumor true that your sister is married to Babyface's brother? Is that true?
Yes, my sister Ruth is married to Kevon Edmonds, who has a new album out and is fantastic, as a matter of fact. So, yes, that is true.
So wait. So Babyface is your brother-in-law?
Yeah, he is.
You gotta be. So you got tons of doctors in the family. You got Kevon, you got Babyface Kenny, Babyface. You know what? I tell you what, you are definitely blessed, Dr. Rachael Ross. Thanks for being on Garrard McClendon Live tonight.
Oh, it's always my pleasure. Anytime, Gerard.
All right. Hey, Dr. Rachael Ross, you take care. We also can find her at drrachel.com. Have a good evening now.
Okay, you too.